Welcome to CloudTimes CEO series. My name is Martin Tantow and I'm today with Michael Meinhardt, co-founder and CEO of Cloudwords.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, Cloudwords and translation management industry, that sounds very appealing. Tell us a little bit more about Cloudwords, a little bit maybe about your history as well, how you got to found Cloudwords and what your product is about.
Yeah, so Cloudwords is a relatively new company. We've been around for about 2 years now, and we're helping global organizations manage their global translation process. So when you look at companies and they're looking to expand, certainly beyond their regional borders, they oftentimes need to translate content from one language to another. For a lot of companies, that's tough because they've been using spreadsheets or email or FTP sites to manage this, and oftentimes they have a globally distributed team that's involved in this process. So with Cloudwords, what we've done is we've effectively taken all the benefits of the cloud and giving that onto the companies that are having to engage in this. And when you think about the companies that are engaging in this process, from Cisco to Microsoft to Apple, but also smaller companies, smaller startups that are looking to go international for the first time, it's a very big challenge.
Now, how come did you found Cloudwords? What was kind of the origin? What made you do it?
Well, I've been in the industry for well over a decade now, okay. And what I found is that a lot of companies were just banging their heads against the wall, with poor quality translation, with a poor process, and when you have both of those kind of hand in hand, it makes a really bad situation, from a go-to-market standpoint, but also just from a customer adoption and ultimately from a revenue standpoint.
Yeah. So lately we've actually been hearing about the translation management market quite a bit. So there are a couple of companies like MyGango, Lingotech,
sure.
And then kind of, forgive me, the more like old school like SDL and so on. Can you draw us a little bit of a picture of where you fit in that?
Absolutely. So Cloudwords is an application. We're a cloud-based application. We don't provide the actual translation services per se. Mm-hmm. We enable them. And so our application would help companies find the MyGangos of the world. So MyGango is actually, within the marketplace that we provide, is one of our preferred vendors that are engaged with our customers. But when you look at the space, historically the space has been dominated by some historical players, the SDLs, the languages in the world. And they've been around for about, I don't know, 15 to 20 years, right? So quite a while.
Big company.
And, right. And so, but the majority of their business is services-based, meaning, again, the majority of the revenue is taking place by virtue of the fact that they're actually doing the actual translation for the Microsofts, the Ciscos, and so forth. Whereas what we're doing is we're effectively selling an application. We're allowing companies to perform a better, more highly engineered process, again, in the cloud.
So tell me about some of your customers and how they are using your product.
Yeah, so our customers today enjoy a variety of things, but what we're hearing more recently is that because this process is, for a lot of people, very distributed, that they're getting a lot of benefit out of the communication and collaboration within the application. So again, like a lot of people out there, we're very passionate about the consumerization of business critical applications. And so we're taking the best of what people are using every day on the consumer side, be it Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and we're taking the best of those worlds and bringing them into Cloudwords, such that those companies can benefit from an easy-to-use, highly flexible, and super scalable application.
Mm-hmm. And how's your business model? How do you make money?
So we're a subscription model.
Okay.
And so, again...
where do I start with?
Yep, so we have 2 editions.
Premium or?
No, it's not, yeah, so we offer a free model, so you can come in, you can kick the tires, as it were.
Yeah.
Create an account for yourself. It takes about 2 seconds.
Okay.
Create a project and ultimately send it out to our vendor marketplace. Or if you're a larger company, you can bring on your own provider.
And if you say, I create a project, what does that mean for me? What is creating that project?
That's a good question. So let's say, for example, you're a marketing person inside of a company that has to deal with, you have your website that you need to translate into 10 different languages.
Yeah, exactly.
So oftentimes we ask you, well, how do you do that? And they say, well, I oftentimes have to export files from my content management system. I'll email them to a vendor and they give me a price and I go forward. In our world, that doesn't happen. You would log into Cloudwords. You would effectively tell the vendors exactly what your project is, meaning what languages do you want, when do you need the translated files back, and you would associate the files with that. With that project, and you'd ultimately, through Cloudwords, send it out to the vendor. So everything is managed and stored and shared inside of the application.
Right. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So you have actually some news today. You just closed your Series B round. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. No, it's a great milestone, and for us, you know, it's very good to have certainly some individuals that believe in the model that we have. And I think it's more to the fact that I think a lot of people are beginning to realize that yes, there's a massive market here in the United States, but when you begin to look outside of the United States, certainly into Asia and into Europe, that only gets even more exciting. And so for a lot of people, looking at translation as a niche market, and niche being a $30 billion market, it's not exactly small. And so we are the first company to take that cloud-based approach to this industry. And I mean, we tell people all the time, you know, for what Salesforce did to SFA, we want to do to TMA, or as we're calling translation management automation.
Okay, I see. Great. So what's next? You just did a Series B round.
Yeah.
What's next for you in 2012 and beyond? Are you hiring as well?
We are. We're actually hiring aggressively. So you know, with this new round, it's going to enable us to not only continue to innovate and build on the product side, but also take it to market faster. And so we're absolutely looking at the sales and marketing side of our business, and certainly on the product side. And no, it's exciting. I think there's some interesting pieces of the application that are going to be built over the next 6 months around collaboration and around better communication across this global supply chain. I think that's where we're going to find our efforts being spent.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for inviting us over.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.